Ever wonder who the richest soccer player in the world really is? Forget Cristiano Ronaldo. Forget Lionel Messi. Their mega-million contracts and luxury mansions might seem untouchable until you meet the one man who outshines them all. Because the real king of football wealth doesn't play for Real Madrid or Manchester United. He's not even a global star in the usual sense. He's a prince, a member of one of the richest royal families on earth. And his fortune? It makes even the biggest sports salaries look like pocket change. Welcome to the world of Faiq Bolkiah, where football meets royalty and richest footballer takes on a whole new meaning. He was born on the 9th of May 1998 in Los Angeles, California. He holds dual nationality, United States and Brunei. He's the son of Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah and nephew of Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah. Growing up, Faiq was surrounded by privilege, but he chose to carve out a different identity, a footballer. In his own words, he didn't want to just rely on my name. Education-wise, he attended Thorngrove Preparatory School in England early on. His football journey began in England. Youth football at AFC Newbury. He had stints in youth setups at major clubs, Chelsea's youth teams, Southampton, then in 2016 a professional contract with Leicester City. Despite the pedigree, first-team breakthrough proved elusive. In 2020, he moved to Portugal's CS Marítimo B team, but again, limited appearances. In December 2021, he signed with Thai club Chonburi FC, and in mid-2023 moved to Ratchaburi Mitr Phol FC in Thai League 1. On the international stage, he chose to represent Brunei, making his senior debut in October 2016 in a qualifier against Timor-Leste. So he is playing professional football, but not at the global elite level. To understand Faiq's wealth, you must zoom out to the dynasty behind him. His uncle Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah has an estimated net worth of around $28 to $50 billion. Brunei's royal family controls vast oil and gas reserves, major national assets, and luxury real estate abroad. The Sultan's residence, the Istana Nurul Iman, is the largest private palace in the world. It has 1,700 rooms, a garage for 110 cars, stables for hundreds of polo ponies. The car collection? Reports suggest more than 7,000 luxury vehicles, including hundreds of Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, and Bentleys. Collection value estimated at over $5 billion. This is not just wealth. It is royal power expressed in physical form: palaces, cars, jets, land. Faiq sits within this context. Heir to extraordinary resources, yet he chose to step into the football world. Now the headline. Faiq Bolkiah is often labeled the richest footballer in the world. Why? Because his wealth is inherited and tied to a royal dynasty, not just contract earnings. Some sources estimate his net worth at $20 billion. Here's the twist. His football salary is modest, around $2,900 per month for his Thai league contract. So compared to Ronaldo and Messi, whose net worths come from football and endorsements, Faiq's billions come from inheritance. What does his life look like? Public reports show both opulence and surprising modesty. On one hand, his family's legacy includes mega yachts, lavish parties, global real estate, priceless art. For example, his father once flew in NFL stars to teach polo, a birthday party costing millions. On the other hand, one Thai media claim states he lives in a condominium in Thailand and drives a Toyota Yaris to training. He has said, "I want my family to be proud. I want to honor Brunei on the football pitch." That duality, luxury at home, modest football life abroad, makes his story compelling and unexpected. Education-wise, he spent early years in England in Thorngrove Preparatory School and developed in youth academies. He's part of one of the largest royal families. Reportedly, he has 18 siblings from his father's multiple spouses. Many sources list his relationship status as single and claim he is focused on his career and ambition rather than romance. Character-wise, he seems driven by more than status. He once said he didn't want to be like my brothers, sedentary back home. This gives him an edge. Heir to fortune, but seeking purpose. His fortune, allegedly billions, dwarfs that of global football stars. But his playing career is not at that elite level. That tension is what keeps people watching. He embodies intersection. Royalty plus sport plus personal ambition. He's not just another rich guy playing football. He's a symbol of how sport, money, and legacy collide. Every time a headline says Ronaldo or Messi richest, remember this. The richest player might be someone you barely heard of. His story forces us to ask, is wealth earned, inherited, displayed, or lived? In a world obsessed with fame, massive salaries, and 15-second highlight reels, Faiq Bolkiah's story reminds us, someone's always richer. Someone who inherited more than any contract could buy. So the next time you hear richest footballer, stop and think. Maybe it's not about the goals, maybe it's about the legacy behind the jersey. Faiq Bolkiah's story isn't just about money, it's about choice. Born into unimaginable wealth, He could have lived a life of comfort, luxury, and endless privilege, but instead he chose football, early mornings, long training sessions, and the grind that most players know too well. While others fight their way out of poverty to reach success, Faiq walked away from riches to find his own identity. He didn't need football for fame, and he needed it for purpose. Imagine being worth billions, yet earning just a few $1,000s a month. That's the reality Faiq accepted. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to prove himself. No private jets, no entourage. Just a ball, a dream, and quiet determination. Teammates describe him as humble, polite, and focused. He rarely talks about his family's wealth. Instead, he talks about teamwork, improvement, and representing Brunei with pride. In a sport where money often defines success, Faiq Bolkiah reminds us that passion still matters. He's not chasing endorsement deals or global fame. He's chasing respect, and maybe that's his real fortune. The freedom to choose meaning over luxury. Because sometimes the richest life isn't the one filled with gold, it's the one filled with purpose. But here's what most people miss about Faiq Bolkiah. It's easy to label him the richest footballer in the world. But the truth goes much deeper than headlines. Because behind the fortune, behind the royal bloodline, there's a young man fighting a different kind of battle, to be seen not as a prince, but as a player. He trains like every other athlete. The sweat, the drills, the repetition. But when the whistle blows, he's not treated like a celebrity. He's just another name on the team sheet, working for a place in the starting lineup. In Thailand, fans don't cheer him for his wealth. They cheer him for his effort. And that's exactly what he wanted. To earn applause, not inherit it. His story makes you think about what success really means. Is it fame? Is it fortune? Or is it waking up each day doing something you truly love, even when you don't need to? At Chelsea, he trained alongside some of England's top prospects. He wasn't the fastest or the strongest, but coaches noticed his discipline, his respect for the game. He wasn't chasing money, he was chasing mastery. And when he represents Brunei on the international stage, there's pride in every step. He could have played for glamour, but he chose heritage. To carry a flag few see on the global football map, that's a statement in itself. He once said, "I want to do something meaningful for my country. I want to make Brunei proud." That's not a quote from a billionaire. That's a quote from a believer. Because the truth is, legacy isn't always about what you own. Sometimes it's about what you give back. And Faiq's journey reminds us, even when you're born into privilege, purpose isn't guaranteed. You have to earn it. Off the pitch, he lives simply. No fleet of sports cars, no mansion in Thailand, just a modest apartment and a small car. In a world obsessed with showing off, his humility feels almost rebellious. And maybe that's what makes his story so powerful. He doesn't need the spotlight, yet the spotlight always finds him. Because he represents something rare, the choice to live with intention when you already have everything. So yes, Cristiano Ronaldo may have the biggest contracts, and Messi may have the most trophies. But Faiq Bolkiah has something money can't buy. The courage to define himself. If this deep dive into one of football's most astonishing stories blew your mind, hit subscribe, ring the bell, because the hidden billionaires of the sports world, they're just getting started. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.